Good morning, Facebook. This is Regina Adams coming at you with another busted but blessed message. So, this has actually been difficult for me this morning to get back to repost because I've had a lot of distractions and apparently technical difficulty that I didn't realize I had till I finished everything and then went back and couldn't hear anything. And I still am learning how to edit, which I still don't know how to do because I don't think I have the software, and I have to have my daughter teach me. Um, but I'm going to get through this. I'm going to say what I need to say because I feel like it's difficult to get it out when you know it's meant to bless so many people. Excuse me. So, with that being said, um, I'm going to do my best to struggle through this and apologize if it gets to be a bit long because um, what I deal with and I understand now, and I ran into somebody else who deals with the same thing. It's called a tormenting demon. And a tormenting demon is someone that constantly harasses you in the spirit all day, every day. Even while you're sleeping, they're messing with your body or they're telling you things that are not true. And with that, um, I actually knew about a tormenting demon a few years ago because I met someone who had that. And usually, a tormenting demon is someone who has the gift to be able to speak to someone else in the spirit. But you have to have the gift to be able to hear spiritually what they're saying to you in order for them to be able to torment you. A lot of times we do not have um, the spiritual, most people don't have the spiritual ability to hear the things that are being said in the spirit. Therefore, they are quick to dismiss or call crazy the people that speak of things in the spirit that are beyond their spiritual maturity level. And so I realized that I'm going to be speaking on things that are beyond most people's spiritually mature level. So this is a grown folks conversation. So with that being said, there are people who have endured a brutal childhood to become blindly obedient adults because of the brutality of their childhood. And because of the brutality of their childhood, the fear to deviate from anything other than what is being told to them to control them outweighs any freedom they could imagine. Even if the person who inflicted the brutality on them as a child dies, that child will want to die with that person unless they are aware that this person has the ability to cheat death. Then they will want that person back. Even though we don't all have a level of fear growing up, I had a level of fear growing up. And with that level of fear, it made my decision. I deviated from decisions because for me, there was an unknown factor in my life that kept me afraid. And once I decided to meditate on being fearless, meaning I had to say, I am fearless. I am fearless. So I had to tell my mind, to tell my heart that I am fearless, because the fear not only kept me from understanding the evilness and the levels of the evilness that the devil was willing to go to take my life, it also kept me from learning about the love God has for me and the willingness He is willing to go for me, for Him to allow things to happen in my life so I can understand how much He loves me. Sorry, I'm gonna grab my water, be right back. Sorry about that, but I'm gonna keep going. It was in the struggle that I learned how much God loved me. And it was in my struggle that I decided to learn about the things of God. So much so because if I could learn the truth about me and all this hate I was receiving with, I had no clue as to why all these people were coming at me. And I didn't understand it. And a lot of things I heard from my tormenting demon is, as they are explaining to the crew that they're having to come after me, that, oh, she's doing that because she's black. Oh, she's able to do that because she's black. And the lie is that favor with God is not based on race. It's not. And every time the enemy or the demon was able to say it's because she's black, it gave the people that were on their side unwillingly the ammunition to keep attacking until I found their truth. And in talking to God, and not just talking to God, but meditating on being fearless, meditating on, God, give me knowledge, give me the understanding of these people as to what the motivation is. And the motivation was basically a brutalized childhood that created an blindly obedient adult. And their suffering for their blind obedience was based on fear and the lack of the truth. And the truth is that the devil is not better or greater than the God you don't know, number one. Number two, the devil creates deceptive measures to make you feel that you will never be good enough to ask God for forgiveness, to believe in God, to live in a world where you serve God. All of those are deceptive measures by the enemy to keep you fearful and bound. And so now we're at a place where people are getting ready to struggle in ways they've never struggled before. And the struggle creates an opportunity for you to question your life. Question what you've learned, question what you understand, question why you do what you do. And in your questioning, my resolve to you would be to meditate on being fearless so you can get the truth. Because in the last few months, 3 or 4 months, I've seen the truth set people free in a way that I can't describe. And the life they're living now is so unbelievably better than they could have ever imagined, because when they were brutalized as children, they were being forced to live in a way that was beneath their birthright. And because they were forced to live in a way that was beneath their birthright, it took them time to understand who they were. And as God guided me spiritually, I was able to guide them spiritually. And that's another grown conversation. Being able to minister to people in the spirit without having to minister to them face to face. The only reason why I'm back on Facebook is because I want to make sure that those that are out of my area that aren't able to hear me in the spirit can hear me on Facebook. That's why I'm back on Facebook, because those people that were immediately around that were part of the group have left. They've left, they've gone back home, and they're living better lives. And my word of encouragement to them is to keep going. And every time you have a doubt come in your mind, the first thing you have to do is say no. Like for me, I've been celibate for a period of time. Whoosh. And sometimes I'm scrolling on Facebook and I see these men that, you get the picture. And the first thing I do is when I'm looking at them and I'm like, nope, and I scroll. I keep scrolling. Sorry, my wall's about to fall. I keep scrolling because I can't allow my mind to focus on or allow the thought to expand, to deviate from what it is I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay celibate, so I have to protect my mind. So when I see men on Facebook that are my flavor, and my flavor is anybody who has enough swag that's not scared, it's like, oh yeah, no, keep scrolling. Oh no, no, we're not gonna do this. Keep your mind right. And that's the same thing when you're coming out of a brutal situation where you were brutalized as a child, is you have to take back control of your mind. You have to tell your mind, no, not going back to that, or I'm free, or I'm fearless, because you have to control your mind. Even when you get out of the situation, thoughts will try to creep it back in of the things you used to do. You're like, no. You have to tell yourself, no, I am not going back to that way of thinking, because I'm not that person. And even the other day, I don't know where he is, the gentleman that was sent originally to Vegas to follow me, and I thought about all the things he had done. I felt in my spirit his sorrow for what he had done to us. And I forgave him because he was truly sorry. And when people find out the truth of who they are, it's okay for me to forgive them, because I understand when they're truly sorry, because I can feel it in my spirit. Even now, when people that have done me wrong are truly sorry. I was talking to this one girl, came to me in the spirit, was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, nope. She said, okay, I'll wait till you're ready. I'll wait. You'll wait? Oh, wow. Okay. That means she has a change of heart, because a lot of times people want to apologize when they have been caught, but don't have a sincere apology. And when it's in the spirit, you know it's sincere. You can feel the sincerity. So I have people, whenever things happen, they think about what they've done to me. They apologize every time. And I'm okay. And they're okay. And I accept their apology because I understand it's coming from a sincere place. With all of that being said, as your struggle changes, become fearless enough that if you believed and the evil things you've endured, you need to be strong enough to believe in the greatness that God will deliver you through it. And that's what I want to say. Don't be afraid to ask God for the same things and more than the things that you've endured as a child. You do deserve better, and life will be better, but you have to believe it for yourself, and you have to become fearless for yourself. And that's what I want to say first. Become fearless, meditate on being fearless, and then ask God for the thing that you need the most. If you need your body healed, you need your body healed. If you need your mind healed, you need your mind healed. Whatever it is you need, ask God for, and watch Him do it for you.